Hello, and welcome to Chat with Madam Whip-Ass. I did a Prince update. What is so damn funny, Kirk Johnson, and I'm about to do it again because I played "Adore" by Prince, and so they completely shut down the whole damn video, blocked it worldwide. So I'm just going to let the video play again without the song or the inclusion of the song "Adore," and so I will be around and available to chat, while this all plays out. That's if you want to join and hang out with me. But I think it was for about an hour or so. I thought it was a good enough video, so I just wanted to upload it. I was trying to just cut out the song via editing techniques, but I just couldn't get it together. So I got to do it the best way I know how. So let's see. We shall continue momentarily. Let me just get up another screen really quick. That damn Kirk Johnson. I still want to know what's so damn funny. I'm coming, chat. It wasn't nothing funny. But he just giggled his little ass off for a few moments. I'm coming, chat. Son of a gun. All right, here we go. For all time, I am with you. You are with me. What the fuck is so funny, Kirk Johnson? Where's the humor at? Why are you the only nigga laughing? Ain't shit funny. Really? Okay. You're gonna see who gets the last laugh. I promise you that. You're gonna see. Welcome to Chat with Madam Whip-Ass. This is a Prince update. What the fuck is so funny, Kirk Johnson? That's what I want to know. Let me get the screen share going. Hey, Jamila, I see you. Welcome and thank you for showing up. Appreciate you much. Until the end of time, I'll be there for you. You own my heart and mind. I'm trying to you. What is so damn funny? That's what I want to know. Ain't shit funny. No ha ha he he, none of that shit. It just ain't funny. What is so damn funny? Yeah, I'm just organizing some things. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna try and get through this without crying on y'all, okay? Prince investigation warrants detailed pills found all over Paisley Park. Search search warrants from the investigation into Prince's overdose death were released on Monday, revealing that prescription medications were found all over his house, including some in the name of a confidant who claimed he didn't know the singer was addicted to pain pills. The confidant whom they are speaking about is one Kirk Johnson. The court documents detail investigators' efforts to obtain cell phone and internet records after Prince was found dead April 21st at his Paisley Park estate in Minnesota. An autopsy determined he died of a fentanyl overdose, but the documents do not indicate if authorities have pinpointed the source of the killer dose of the synthetic opioid. No one has been charged with a crime in connection with Prince's death. The warrants say that the controlled substances were found in different parts of the Paisley Park complex, often in vitamin bottles. Some were in a suitcase labeled with a Prince alias, Peter Bravestrong, along with a page of handwritten lyrics to the 1987 hit, You Got the Look. Several medications were prescribed to Prince under the name of Kirk Johnson, his longtime bodyguard, assistant, and personal friend, the warrants show. Prince's physician, Dr. Michael Schulenberg, issued a prescription for the painkiller oxycodone on April 16, 2016, the same day that the singer's plane had to make a post-concert emergency landing when he passed out while aboard after taking pain pills. Schulenberg told investigators he put it in Johnson's name for Prince's privacy. One warrant says. An attorney for the doctor, however, said in a statement that he never directly prescribed opiates to Prince, nor did he ever prescribe opioids to any other person with the intent that they would be given to Prince. Lies. Everybody's gonna cover their ass, right? And I sit here and I wonder day by day, I mean, this is it. Prince is just dead and that's it. Nobody's going to be held accountable. Are they really doing an investigation? Did they forget about him? Do they not care? In the suitcase next to Prince's bed, detectives found at least 2 bottles with pills prescribed by Schulenberg under Johnson's name on April 7th. The anti-nausea drug ondansetron hydrochloride in a vitamin D bottle and the painkiller Percocet in a bottle labeled ondansetron. Yeah. The day before Prince's death, Schulenberg prescribed 3 drugs for him. Clonidine, which is used to treat high blood pressure, and attention deficit disorder, and the anti-anxiety agents Valium and hydroxyzine pamoate. Johnson picked them up from the pharmacy and claimed it was the first time he had ever done something like that for Prince. Johnson told investigators he was unaware Prince was addicted to pain medication. But a representative of the Rehab Recovery Without Walls told detectives that Johnson had contacted them because the star was struggling with opiate use. Andrew Kornfeld, the son of the rehab's owner, was at Paisley Park when Prince's body was found. He admitted to detectives that he was carrying pills for which he did not have a prescription, chiefly buprenorphine, which is used to treat addiction, but said he would not have given them to Prince without a doctor's authorization. He is not supposed to cross state lines with no controlled substances like that. But he has the complexion for the protection. If he was black, his ass would be locked up. And he'll still go on and complete whatever requirements he needs to complete to become a doctor. The warrants sought access to Prince's computer as well as to cell phone records for any devices in use around Paisley Park immediately before and after the singer's death. The detective noted that interviews with those who were at Paisley Park the morning Prince was found deceased have provided inconsistent and at times contradictory statements. An attorney for Johnson said in a statement that the documents unsealed Monday show it is clear that Kirk Johnson did not secure nor supply the drugs which caused Prince's death, but did not address any of the other medications found. Schulenberg's lawyer said that he had fully cooperated with the investigation and is a caring and responsible physician. Among the other revelations in the warrants, lost my spot, sorry. Prince stopped using a cell phone after being hacked, depending on email and a landline. When did he ever have a cell phone? I thought he never had one. That's what he told Arsenio, but okay. He was in a romantic relationship with singer-songwriter Judith Glory Hill from 2014 until his death. He was also in a relationship with that tall, dark-skinned model. The only, well, besides Nona Gay, and this other, I can't remember her name, but she was his main squeeze, so we thought. But you know what? Prince was never monogamous. He didn't have a regular doctor for most of his career. His team would arrange for a variety of doctors to give him B12 shots before performances. Let's take a look at this.
Probably going to disappear about halfway through the job. Okay. I'm also a terrible listener.
We have to wait 9 seconds.
That's apparent. Wouldn't it be great if everyone said what they meant? The City Double Cash Card does. Earn 1% cash back when you buy and 1% as you pay. Double means double.
Really?
Probably.
So you're not going to play. You're just going to play the damn ad, which is what we didn't want to see.
Feel like we're clear? Mm-hmm.
Really?
I'm going to overcompensate with extra.
You know what? Forget it. All right. Let's move on. Let me think what I want to present to you next. Check my chat. I don't know, Jamila. I just felt like hearing a door, and I found it, and I played it. I'm looking for something. Oh, so here's the deal. I get a notification. That's not what I'm looking for. Oh, okay. So I get a notification. Somebody, actually a week ago, they left a comment on my video. Prince update, who is Kirk Johnson? This was published on May 17th of 2016. And so I'm not sure why this comment went into a different section. It didn't exactly post right in the comment section. I had to go and approve it. Don't know why, but I just happened to look. And thank you, Nazareth. I cannot pronounce your last name, Burhi, I guess. She says, watch this, please. She puts the link. She says, listen from 10:30, the song Use Me comes up. And then listen closely what he says from 11 minutes and 50 seconds. He says, all you want to do is use me. I think his name was Kirk. He sat me right down and he talked to me and he told me, I ain't just gonna let you just walk on me and I will show you. Yes, he did. And when our talk was through, I told him, brother, if you only knew, you wish you were in my shoes. Just keep on using me until you use me up. So let's go take a listen. By the way, this is a concert, I think, from March 25th of last year. His piano and the microphone concert. The song Use Me is a cover of a song, Use Me, of course, by Bill Withers, I think. So here we go. We're gonna go back and hear that part again. I think his name was Kirk. Sit me right down and he talked to me. Said he told me, I'm not just gonna let you walk on me. And I'm sure he meant well. But when our talk was through, I said, brother, if you only knew, you wish you were in my shoes. In other words, Kirk was jealous of him and he didn't even know it. Just keep on using me until you use me up. Now you keep that in mind. Hello, Mary Coleman. Welcome. Hey, Mean Black Dude and Lone Horseman. Thank you for stopping by. So we're going to keep that in mind. And we're going to move in. And you're going to see why I keep asking the question, what's so damn funny, Kirk Johnson? That's what I want to know. What the fuck is so damn funny?
Tonight. That's Prince singing 1999. That was one of his most famous songs. And nearly a year after the pop icon's deadly drug overdose, many questions still remain. The musician's estate has not been sorted through. Investigators are looking into how Prince acquired the opioid pills that killed him. Only on CBS this morning, Jamie Yucca spoke with one of Prince's closest confidants who was there when the star's body was found at his Paisley Park estate. That's right outside Minneapolis. Jamie, good morning.
Good morning, Gail. Kirk Johnson was a drummer for Prince and the best man at his first wedding. Johnson, who was with the music icon during his tumultuous last week, is still mourning the loss of his friend, and he's finding ways to celebrate his life. Do you get chills sometimes when you walk around? Or you feel energy?
I've been here 30 years. I mean, it's the energy. It's not necessarily chills, but it's the energy.
Few people know Paisley Park, Prince's creative sanctuary, better than Kirk Johnson. It's where the music legend lived, performed, and passed. People have so many questions about Prince's last days, and, you know,
Kirk has a vault right here. It's never going to be unlocked.
Is that because Prince was so private you don't want
I respect him and, you know, what his privacy wants.
Johnson was reluctant to talk about the past, wanting instead to honor Prince's legacy. This is where he was working right before he passed. Johnson, who spent decades playing drums, showed us various exhibits around Paisley Park.
You know, he played a lot in this room,
including a rarely seen concert venue, a tribute to his 2007 Super Bowl performance.
We tell folks, you know, bring stuff with you.
And the notes and cards left outside Paisley Park are now on display inside. The phenom was known for his relentless vigor and demanding performances. Did that eventually wear him out?
Well, I mean, you get tired after a while.
It's that dancing that reportedly prompted Prince to turn to painkillers. Prince Rogers Nelson died on April 21st, 2016, from an accidental overdose of fentanyl, a type of opiate. Was he hurting?
I don't know. We danced a lot. I mean, I feel the effects of dancing. Your joints get, hurt.
And he was very vigorous at that.
Yeah, he was a non-stopper. He did what he did till the last possible moment. He was an entertainer. That's what entertainers do. They just go.
Johnson was on a fateful flight with Prince when it made an emergency landing in Illinois. Prince was revived with a shot of Narcan, which is used to treat opioid overdoses.
Medical Peters Park, pushing down, not breathing.
A week later, Johnson was among those who discovered Prince dead inside an elevator. Is there anything that you wish you had done personally to stop his drug use?
Oh my goodness. Next.
You don't feel like people enabled him?
Next.
Opioid addiction is such a big topic of conversation in this country. Do you feel like there's something good that can come of it? Johnson is part of an ongoing police investigation into Prince's death. His final days remain a mystery, even to family members.
What in the blue fuck is so damn funny?
Prince's cousin, Chaz Smith, who demanded justice when he spoke to me last June. Is the family mad at anybody?
Yeah, we're mad. Somebody had to know that he was suffering like that. And to me, if you loved him enough, you would have think and you would have fought.
While the investigation continues, preparations are underway for a 4-day celebration of his life. There are a number of people who say they should be opening Paisley Park. They're profiting off of Prince's death.
Yeah. I mean, that's normal. But it's supposed to be open to the world. He wants everyone to see what he's creating.
The Carver County Sheriff's Office in Minnesota is working with the U.S. Drug Enforcement Agency to determine where Prince got the opioids that killed him. They say the investigation is ongoing, but they will not reveal to what extent Kirk Johnson is involved in that investigation.
I can appreciate as a member of his inner circle that he doesn't want to say anything about his personal life. I don't understand his laughter. Was that nervous laughter to some of your questions? That seemed odd to me.
I think it was nervous laughter. He was very close with Prince and had known him for such a long period of time. He kept saying that Prince was extremely private. I want to keep that private. He did not want to talk about anything that had to do with Prince's last days. He really wants to focus on Prince's legacy, but I think it was nervous laughter.
Really interesting. People still have a lot of questions, Jamie.
Absolutely.
I know the answers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I missed something. Did any of you people find something so damn funny? I just didn't understand where all the tee-hee-hee was coming from. I'm going to the chat. Well, hello, Queen. No, Queen says dancing doesn't make you hurt to the point of taking opiates. But if I'm not mistaken, he did have hip surgery. And so they said, but he had something wrong with his hips from jumping off of pianos and huge speakers and stuff. I mean, you gotta really jack up your hips. I mean, you jumping off a speaker that's so many feet high and you land on stage in a split. How many times you can do that without paying for it at some point? Mm, mm, mm. Yeah, somebody slipped him a Mickey. Mary Coleman says, I just don't trust Kirk Johnson. I think maybe he was upset because Prince wasn't using the band anymore, but Prince was always changing. Queen says, Kirk Johnson is hurting. They were best friends, like brothers. I think you came in late, but that's not what Prince was singing about, Kirk. Hello, Jay. Gamma Leon. Nice to meet you and see you. Jay says, opiates are for killing pain. I have sickle cell, and I was prescribed opiates, many that Prince also has taken. Queen says, opiates are not supposed to be used for killing pain. That is why people are dying, because that is not what they are used for. Jay says, Kirk had that nervous laughter because he knows he's guilty of something. Yeah, Jay. Mean Black Dude says, I remember very well I was sick as fuck with a touch of what he had. That strain of it was serious. Held me down for 2.5 weeks. And Queen says, opiates are too strong for painkillers. Jay says, yes, Prince had hip issues. And Queen says, people cannot put whatever they want on a toxicology report. Mean Black Dude said, ironically, China from WWF fame died 2 days later from the same strain. Of course, it was attributed to something else. And Queen said, I've seen too many autopsies that were botched because of the wrong shit charted. I don't know. I'm just, I'm confused. I'm not sure why it's, I'll just say a year, and nobody has been arrested. People's lives are just going on as usual. I don't know with this new information why Kirk still has keys to Paisley Park where he can do interviews and show folk around. Clearly, he was an enabler. Who's to say, Prince was asking for something and Kirk was the one who slipped him that damn Mickey? I'm not accusing him of such, but anything could have happened. He just looked shady as hell. Queen says, just like they injected Richard Pryor with cancer. Who is they? And Mean Black Dude, I meant to ask you, you said died from the same strain. Did I miss something? Mean Black Dude? I'm confused. They. The powers that be. That's who they is. They, the mysterious killers that are never caught. That's who they is. The they that no one ever sees. That's who they is. The same they that killed Michael Jackson. And it's going to be the same they that killed Janet, too. Mean Black Dude said, yes, a cold. And he puts cold in quotes. Flu-like symptoms. Dry cough until your insides hurt. No snot, no phlegm. Queen says the same they that killed Tina Marie. Ooh, Mean Black Dude says, I have a name for they. All my arrows point to the CDC. They probably do develop nasty little bugs and stuff. I know last year, around January or February, I don't know what I had, but I normally don't get sick. I might get a cold once a year. And matter of fact, I haven't been sick since last January, February. So I've been great ever since. But I don't know what I had. All I know is I had diarrhea for like 2 weeks. And it kind of went away. But then it came back. But it wasn't like I had a cold or anything. It was just constant diarrhea. I did not know that your booty hole can set on fire until last year. And well, at least that's what it felt like. It felt like somebody was holding a flame to my booty hole. It was the most awful experience I've ever had. It was horrible. And I was taking stuff and it just wasn't helping. And then finally, somebody told me to get some Pedialyte. And that was the only thing that got rid of it. But I was wondering, what the hell was that? There was no other symptoms. There was no fever, nothing. You just kept pooping your life away. It was ridiculous. It's shit in the water, food, and airborne. They are everywhere, says Queen. Mean Black Dude says, ever notice how there's a new disease every year in relation to mosquitoes? Yeah, says Queen, and birds too. Mary Coleman is laughing with purple hearts. And she said, I know what you mean. And Mean Black Dude said, yellow fever, scarlet fever, chikungunya, West Nile, etc. Oh my God, I had to get Pedialyte. Queen says that's the olden day cholera. Really? Oh, the king of ecstasy popped up. Hello, welcome. He said, had that last month. Jay says, how does one die twice in 1 week? One from the oxycodone and then from counterfeit Vicodin. The whole thing is insane. It could be true that Kirk just put the pills under his name for Prince's privacy. Yeah, but he is enabling him. You don't do that. You know, Prince and Michael, you know, you keep, I've talked about this before. And you might as well just throw Whitney in the mix as well, you know, when we're going to talk about drug addiction. I often say about Whitney is that I wish that she went broke and she found herself, and I'm going to get vulgar for a minute, she found herself sucking dick on a corner for $2.50. I wish she sold everything. I wish she walked the streets in some flip-flops with dirty feet. I wish all of that for Whitney. And the reason why I wish that is because that, I wish, would have been her rock bottom, where she would have had the chance to look at her condition and remember who and where she was and say, I can't live like this no more. Because then, with her pulling herself up out of her rock bottom, she would have never went back to drugs. But unfortunately, Whitney had more or too much money, where her rock bottom was death. There's no coming back from death. You know, the average person, drug addict, their rock bottom, a lot of times is what I just described. Prostitution, jail, homelessness, you know, so many addicts in recovery. That is their story. The moment they realize that they're sleeping on a cold sidewalk in New York City on a cardboard box because of their addiction, and they finally said, I got a damn problem. And they went and got help and went into a program, a treatment program. And with all the obstacles of navigating through their stinking thinking and changing their behaviors and digging deep in their past and discovering their triggers and learning how to cope with triggers and cope with their thoughts and cope with the addiction and cope with the cravings and their family members and friends that they have destroyed, and cope with the difficulty on that path to rebuilding those relationships. It takes a lot of work to pick your life up and put the pieces back together and get on the right path. And because people have put in so much work and they have reestablished burned bridges and doomed relationships, and where people have they have regained the trust of their loved ones, whether it be a wife, parents, siblings, their children, they don't want to go back and find themselves on a cardboard box after doing all this hard work and after knowing. And sometimes, you know, you do relapse. Most people do relapse. And a lot of times, relapse ain't really all that bad. And I say that to say this. After you have been strung out on drugs years, and then you get sober and you on the right path and you get a job, a good job, and your life is so much better being sober, and then for whatever reason a stressor comes into your life and you relapse. Now you got something to compare to. Your life, decades strung out on, let's just say, crack. Then you had 4 or 5 years of sobriety and how much your life has improved, and then you relapsed again. Now, you didn't jack up to the point where you are back homeless on the street, but you know that's the path, that's what you're slipping back to. And after that relapse, and you get sober again, a lot of people just don't go back. It ain't worth it. They don't want to go back to that sidewalk no more. And I wish that Whitney had such an experience, because she'd still be here. No, I don't think it's a hoax. Not that big rubberhead Negro. Nope. And then when you're Michael Jackson with an addiction and all this money, I mean, you got so much money, you could be on propofol. Who ever heard of propofol? That's an anesthesia that should not leave the 4 walls of an operating room in a hospital. But he gets to bring that shit straight to his bedroom. And all these people around him, that's who he wanted around him. He didn't want anybody around him who's going to see gas cans being taken up to his bedroom. And he didn't want anybody to look at him and say, "Are you fucking crazy?" He paid all those people around him to just say, "Yes, Michael." I want to go under with anesthesia. I can't get any sleep, and I get the best sleep when I am under anesthesia. You're not supposed to say, "Michael, when you go under anesthesia, that's not sleep. You're knocked out, but that's not sleep. That's not your body resting. That's unhealthy. You can kill yourself. You can't have anesthesia every night." But in Michael's mind, who the fuck is you to make sense to me about shit? I'm paying you to say, "Yes, Michael." And it's never hard to find a whole bunch of yes people, because the yes people, all they care about is the money that they gonna get. It's a terrible thing to have an entourage of people who are just yes people and nobody to stand and tell you the truth. Because only people who really love you and are concerned about you, those are the only ones that will tell you about your shit. The only ones. And when you're an addict, you want to keep enablers around you. But I've made plenty of Prince videos. You can go through my video history back around April, May, and June, and I talked about enablers around Prince. And it's just sad and unfortunate. And I'm still pained by it. I'll never get over it. I think about this man many times a week. It's painful. And I see nothing funny. Nothing. He laughed as if the woman asked him if he was dating somebody. He himself, Kirk, was dating somebody. I'm going back to the chat. Hey, Mama Cedar. Mean Black Dude said Whitney had bad blood in her, though. Bad blood. What does that mean? She had too many triggers around her. Jay says, where did the counterfeit hydrocodones come into play if you already had real prescription drugs? The investigation still doesn't explain how that happened. I'm just going to trust Jay that the reason why it's taking so long is because they just want to thoroughly get to the bottom of it. They don't want an O.J. Simpson situation or a Casey Anthony situation where they're going to go through a trial and somebody's going to get acquitted and nobody's going to be held accountable for this man's death. So if indeed that is what they are doing, I'm good with that. Do you think the Cleveland situation is a hoax? No, I don't. I only watched the video of that fathead Negro talking about his mama and the chick and what he's doing. I didn't see the actual crime committed, thank God. I don't want to see it. I can't imagine. But they should have never gave no, let me zip my mouth. Let me zip my lips. Mean Black Dude says he thinks it's a hoax. Why would they have such a hoax? Why would that be a hoax? I'm confused. Honey bun, hi, shucks. When you have money, anything can land in your living room. Queen says, you'd be shocked to see what high-profile patients will pay for and given simply because they have money. They say Conrad Murray was just a fall guy for his death. Yeah, I believe that. Honey Bun says, rumor has it MJ could be heard in the background pleading for more drugs, saying, I have money, when he was trying to get a fix. Ooh, Lord. They say Mike's death was an Illuminati hit. Mary says, I guess money and fame makes you crazy. You know what? I would never want Michael Jackson's life. I would never have wanted the amount of money he had. I don't want all that money. I don't need it. I enjoy living comfortably. I appreciate having everything I need and a lot of what I want. I'm good. I don't need to have $100 million to. If I did, I'd be giving most of that shit away. I promise you I would. Mean Black Dude said, money is an introductory drug. That's pretty deep. Mary says, I think about Prince daily, grieving really hard. You know what, Mary? It'll get better. It will. I think we'll stop grieving when somebody is held accountable. Oh, sorry, Queen. Queen says the laughing is just the same as someone laughing at a man who is stalking a woman and suggesting they have sexual tension and need to hook up. Mary says, so do you think Kirk's days are numbered? Yes. Given what was stated in that report on the Good Morning America, yes. And what I read in the article, yes. So it's a hoax to draw your attention away from what's going on in the world. Wagging the dog, huh? It's possible. Mary Coleman, I saw the elderly. Oh, Mary, why would you watch that? She said she saw the elderly man get killed and it just broke her all the way down. Folks, y'all don't ever watch nothing like that because you can't erase that from your memory. You should not ever want nothing like that stored in the hard drive of your mind. There's no delete button with that shit. Now that's going to be with you to the end of your days. Don't ever watch nothing like that again. Both Mike and Prince grew up in dysfunctional families also. Plays a huge part in lack of good judgment and character. Honeybum said, ironically, MJ said he was only happy on stage. Yeah, Prince died at 57, so did Charlie Murphy. Queen says, living in solitude to avoid the press vultures, that also lends to loneliness and craving for a genuine connection. Honeybun, when does Joseph Jackson get a good old sound beating that he administered to his 6 sons? You know what? That's a whole nother subject and a hangout, Honeybun. So I believe in ass whoopings. Ass whooping ain't never hurt nobody. Mean black dude says he already has. He said the secret societies, this is the king of ecstasy, says secret societies deal with the numbers. Look at all the events happening. Yeah, well, put the numbers together for us. What numbers? E. Smith. Anyway, what time is it? It is 1:28 in the morning. I thank you all for chilling with me for a bit. And I'm sitting up here acting like I don't have a job to go to in the morning. Well, I do. I don't know what gematria is. That's a new word. I'm going to Google it. Thank you, King of Ecstasy. Once again, thank you so much. As Prince updates come into play, I shall Continue to do videos. Good to see you too, Queen. Peace, love, and laughter. Oh, you do, Queen? Queen says she got another good giggle for me later. Well, I guess you can hit me up in the messages as I fall off to sleep in a few. Because, you know, I get in bed, I don't automatically go to sleep like I should. Sometimes I do, but I know that's not what's going to happen tonight or this morning. It's mathematics the elite uses. Oh, King of Ecstasy. I wish it wasn't too late because it's so interesting. If I sent you a link, King of Ecstasy, would you come on? Not right now, but can we talk about this? Can you school us on, what did you say this was? Gematria? Okay, Queen. It's mathematics the elite uses. Because you know what, King of Ecstasy? I keep seeing the numbers 1111 all the damn time, several times a day. And then it might stop for a couple of days. But then it happens again. What the hell does that mean? And how do you make it stop? And don't laugh, Queen. Just answer that, and then I'll end this hangout. Because you talk about numbers and stuff. I keep seeing 1111, and it is bothering me. Okay, I'll tell you what. Oh, darn, I was supposed to be. There's a couple of shows I need to get going and ready. I got to get in touch with Brother Moses. Well, I like to get deep, honey. Stop, Queen. I'm serious. Okay. I told you don't laugh. I got some things to do, some shows lined up, but King of Ecstasy, sometime tomorrow, can you know how to message on Google Hangouts? You know, find Madam Whip-Ass and send me a message, and let's set up a time. Or let's do it. Let's arrange it now. How about what's Tuesday? 8 o'clock tomorrow evening. 8 o'clock tomorrow evening. Is that good? I'll just set up the show. Let me go back up. What did he say that was? Gematria. Okay, 8 o'clock. And you're going to educate us on this. See, there goes again, 11:11. I see it all the time. Wait a minute. Hashtag dead. Does that mean you dying laughing, or does that mean dead? I don't know. But okay. 8 o'clock tomorrow. Gematria. Oh, she laughing. Okay. Gematria. That's going to be the title of the show. So, King of Ecstasy, be here or be square. King of Ecstasy, do you have a Gmail account? And do you mind putting it in chat? Or copy and paste this? Send me an email from your Gmail account so that way I can send a link. Ooh, get a Gmail account because that's the best way I can send you a link. Well, if you're on Google Plus, you know, Google Mail, Gmail, you got to get a Gmail account because that's how I can send you the link to come on. Or we can bootleg it and do it by the telephone. But then, yeah, just get it a G. Really? And you know what it means and you won't tell me? Oh, Lord. You're going to make me search and find out. Well, I've been trying to find out, and I don't know, I know what it means from what I researched, but it says it's like an awakening or you're supposed to be doing something, and I'm like, well, what am I supposed to be doing? I need to know. And that's what I've been trying to find out. The hell am I supposed to be doing? Oh, Lord. You know what? I ain't messing with you, Queen. Anyway, just send me an email, King of Ecstasy, and make sure you get a Gmail account because that's the only way I can send you a link. And yeah, because if I send it through something else, it's just not going to happen. It's through Gmail. That way you can click and you can come right on. Trust me, I've tested it out. I know what needs to be done. Okay, thanks a lot. And I'm going to keep on searching about this daggone 1111. I even be playing that number. It don't even come out. Then, when I see, come thinking, well, maybe I'm supposed to hit a number and get some money, right? So, whenever I see it, I look at the time of the clock, and I go play that number. Nothing. I just don't know. Then, research says, you know, when you see it, whatever you were thinking about. So, now I'm paying attention to what I'm thinking about at the time that I see it. And I don't know. I don't know. I'm confused. I just wanted to stop because it's just not making any damn sense to me. It's just not making any sense. All right. I'm gone. Thanks for stopping by, and I shall catch you all later. Peace out. And that, ladies and gentlemen, concludes the rebroadcast of Prince Update. What is so damn funny, Kirk Johnson? All right, I gotta go. Come back here at 8 p.m. tonight. We're gonna have a special guest, the King of Ecstasy. Hopefully I can make this go down. And he is going to school us on gematria. You don't know what gematria is? Well, neither do I. But the King of Ecstasy, he's going to tell us all about it. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye.